Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you guys enjoy this night glam. First, I'll get started with my NYX Photo Loving Primer. I'm just applying that all over my face. And then after the primer, I'll be moving on to my foundation. And I'm going to be using Becca and L'Oreal mixed together. And to apply that on my face, I'm going to be using the Tarte airbrush Finish Bamboo. So I'm just using that brush to mix the both colors in and then just applying that all over my face. And then after I'm done applying it with the brush, I like to go over the foundation with a damp beauty blender. So I'll be using that after I just apply the foundation all over my face with the brush. And then I just kind of go over just to buff it all out. Then I'll be grabbing my Maybelline concealer, and I'm just applying it everywhere you would apply your concealer, so like under my eyes and then down my nose bridge. After that, I'll be using the damp beauty blender again and just blending it all out. Then I'll be moving on with my NYX Wonder Stick, and I'll be using the contour side of the stick, so the darker side, and I'm just going to give my face a little color. So just apply it. You could use it in other places, and then just use the damp beauty blender and blend all that out. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to use a dry beauty blender and then my translucent powder and just placing it under my eyes to set the concealer. Basically, I apply the translucent powder all the places I apply the concealer. And then I'll be moving on to my eyeshadow, and I'm going to use the Self-Made palette and my Morphe B80 brush. And I'm just applying this color all on my crease, and just take your time to just blend out the color. I didn't fast forward this so you guys could see that I take my time blending the color in the crease, and then I'll be moving on to the other eye. Here it is a little fast forward. So just take your time. You could apply as much or as little color as you want, just depending on your preference. And then I like to use my Morphe MB10 and a little bit of concealer, and I just apply that on my eyelid. I like to do this so that the color that I apply on my eyelid goes on better. And since we're going to be using like a shimmery color, I just like the way it just sets on the concealer. So after that, I'll be moving on to my eyelid, and I'll be using the M153 by Morphe as well, and the color Self-Made in the same palette. It's like a gold shimmery color. It's really nice. I'm just applying that all over the eyelid. And again, just remember to take your time blending in the color, making sure it looks nice, and then I'll move on to the other eye. And now that I'm done blending everything out, I'm just going to grab a pencil brush. The one I'll be using is from MAC, and I'm going to use the color Hot Chocolate in that same palette, and it just makes it look darker. And I'm just applying it right on the crease, and I'm doing that to both eyes. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to grab the Morphe B80 brush with no color, and I'm just making sure that everything's blended out nicely. Then once I'm done with my eyeshadow, I'm just going to grab an angled brush. This one doesn't even have a brand. And I'm going to be using the Anastasia contour kit, and I'm just going to use the banana color and just clean what's under my eyes. And then I'm going to be using the NYX white liquid liner for the first time. So I'm trying it out. I really like the black one, so I mean it's gonna be basically the same thing, just a different color. If you guys have not found the perfect liquid liner, I suggest that you go and purchase this NYX one. Honestly, I love the way it works, and the brush is so easy to work with. I was having trouble finding one, and I really like this one. And it's only like $4, I want to say. So yeah, so here I'm just doing my wing liner. So just take your time doing that. I know that sometimes it could get a little frustrating, especially when one eye decides that it wants to look perfect and the other eye decides that no, it's not having it. It's just does not want a wing liner. So just take your time, and remember, if you mess up a little, it's okay. You could always use the concealer and a concealer brush and just clean any imperfections in your wing liner. And sorry, I forgot to mention the black liner that I'm using is also the same one. It's the NYX. It's just the black liquid liner. So it's just having that effect of kind of looks like an ombre effect, and it kind of looks like double lines. So I really like how the black and the white looks together. So here I'm just grabbing the concealer and then my concealer brush, and this one's by MAC. It's the 194, and I'm just cleaning, making the wing look sharper, nicer, and all of that. So yeah, and then I just use my finger to blend out the concealer that's there. And then using the same brush, I'm using the MAC Skin Finish, and I'm just setting the rest of my face. Once I'm done with that, I'll be moving on to my eyebrows, and I'm just going to use the Anastasia brow brush, which is the number 12. And then I'm going to be using just a dark color eyeshadow. This is from a MAC palette. I honestly don't know the name of the eyeshadow. It's just the dark one that matches my eyebrow. And I just use it to clean my eyebrows and just give it a nicer shape to it. Once I'm done with my eyeshadow, I'm going to move on to my mascara, and I'm going to use the L'Oreal Luminous Original Mascara. And I'm just getting my eyelashes ready for the falsies. Then I'm going to be using House of Lashes glue and House of Lashes falsies. So you could use any falsies you want to use. And then just take your time applying your falsies. Make them look all nice. And yes, so just take your time. Okay, so now I'm going to grab, this is a Benefit angle brush, and I'm going to use the color Hot Chocolate, and I'm going to apply it on my lower lash line, just to give it like a smoky effect. So yeah, and then I'm just going to use the same MAC pencil brush and just blend everything out. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to use, it's also my first time trying this, is the NYX, it's like a glitter eyeliner, I want to say. Just it gives it that glittery look. It looked really nice, actually. I like it. And then I'm going to apply my mascara on my bottom lashes. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to just use my Skin Finish by MAC and just kind of clean any like eyeshadow or whatever down there. And then I'm going to grab my Morphe E48 and the Anastasia contour kit, and I'm just giving my face some color. So yeah, and then I'm just applying it on my temples, and I just like to do this. It gives my face some color. And then I'm going to use MAC, I believe it's Cubic, I can't even see the name anymore, blush. And then I'll be using the Morphe M310 fan brush, and I'm using Champagne Pop by Becca to give my face some light and highlighting. So yes, so now that I'm done with that, I'm going to use my Morphe M139, and then the color Vanilla by MAC. It's an eyeshadow, and I'm just placing that in my inner corner of my eyes, so it gives it a highlight effect, and then also underneath my eyebrows. Then moving on to my lips, I'm going to be using the NYX lip liner in the color Hot Red, and I'm just outlining on my my lips, excuse me. And then I'm just going to use a red color from MAC as my lipstick. Sorry. Dear mama. I guess she doesn't like my voice. I don't like it either. And then I'm just going to give her bottle and continue with this. So moving on, then that's when I grab my red lipstick by MAC, and I'm just applying that on my lips. And then I'm going to be using a Morphe M324 brush, and I just like to just mix it all in there. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to grab my NYX matte finish setting spray and just putting that all over my face, or applying that all over my face. Then I'm going to fix my hair, and this is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like it. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.